Hello, my lovely Sagittariuses. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining my channel. As usual, we're going to do the love, career, and angel oracle reading. Okay? So I would like to take the time to say that this is a general reading, and in order to get a precise reading, we need to have a one-on-one reading, okay? So that means me and you, okay? So we can get down to the nitty-gritty. Other than that, I hope that this reading resonates with you, and let's begin. Sagittarius. What is going on in Sagittarius life? All Sagittariuses in the universe. Okay. It says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, Sagittarius. I feel that some of you are at this time forgiving a lover that did you wrong. And you're learning how to forgive, okay? It took you a while to get to this point because you had a lot of hate in your heart towards this lover. And you know that based on your religious upbringing, that you've either watched your family forgive one another, or you've either watched them hold grudges. What is your religious upbringing, Sagittarius? Do you know better? Do you know how to forgive? Or do you just hold it all in, Sagittarius? Okay? So God is telling you it's time to release, okay, these anger and deep oppressive ways of trying to oppress someone that have done you wrong. So at this time, some of you have probably figured out how to release this negativity that this person has put on your life, okay? And a lot of you have probably been praying to God for some form of release, some form of forgiveness, okay? Having to forgive yourselves and your actions, asking God to start repairing your life for, the trouble that was brought your way, okay? So if you guys are getting over this, lost love, learning how to move on, living and learning and loving, God is saying it's okay to start smiling and flirting with, potential partners, because God doesn't want you by yourself, Sagittarius. Okay? God doesn't want you alone. Just because this past relationship didn't work out. And it shows that there wasn't enough faith in that relationship. Someone had lost their faith. Okay, Sagittarius? Was it you? Okay? Or was it your partner that was unequally yoked with you? Okay? Let's take a look at these religious factors that played out in Sagittarius's relationship. Yeah, somebody had, someone knew the faith of the Lord God, okay? But they did not practice what they preached, okay? And so you started playing your own game, okay? And that's what caused you to, um, you know, delve into the dark side of things. Delve into a universe that if you know something about it, God is saying that's not exactly where you belong. Okay? So, you thought about it and you've assessed this situation. You looked it over and you knew that you did not belong in that relationship, but you stayed. But you stayed. You worked with what you had, even though you knew you did not belong in that situation. Okay? And some people had to suffer for it, including you. Okay? You tried to boss that situation and put it back into perspective, but if something is not good, you can't turn something bad and make it good. It has to already have the right ingredients for success. People have to want to change. Okay? You can't make someone love you. You can't make someone change. You can't draw someone in from their past and expect them to know what is expected of them if they still are willing to live in the past. Okay? Did Sagittarius have issues with their spirituality? I don't think so. I don't think so. Sagittarius took a hold of the situation and made it, out the best that they could. But this lover was slow coming to provide for his family, to love and be there and to support the family. So maybe your lover came from a broken heart, Sagittarius. I'm going to use my wand today, okay? This is my wand. How would you think about it? Yeah. So I'm going to be using this to direct my energy, okay? So, the Sagittarius lover may have came from a different background than you, Sagittarius. And ultimately, your family had to suffer, okay? Were they equally yoked? You guys went through a lot, Sagittarius. And you gave this person a lot of love. But they still wanted to put themselves out in the cold. They still wanted to leave. Are they equally yoked? Yes. And if you guys weren't, you guys made it so. A lot of you Sagittariuses got engaged and married with people that you did not go to counseling with. You did not take the time to find out their spirituality. Okay? Is their spirituality equally yoked? So I believe both of you turned away from what you knew was what was best of you. And you got in this relationship and it was unsuccessful because you both turned away from your principalities and what was expected of you. Excuse this lawnmower. Somebody want to cut the grass right now, Sagittarius. Give me one moment to close my window. Okay, Sagittarius, I apologize for that. My neighbor is cutting their grass. Okay, so Sagittarius, I believe that you both veered away from your religious background and your spiritual faith, and you dealt with your own faith and courage alone. You did not rely on God. You did not keep your family in church. You did not listen to your mother. If this is the other partner as well, they did not take heed of their mother's wishes. Okay? So the family suffered because you went against the tradition. Okay? The tradition of the spiritual background, faith. Okay? You relied on your own, faith and cognitive abilities. You did not stay consistent with God. Okay? So, that is what was expected of you. And a lot of you know that. Okay? So, in your love life currently, if you are not praying and listening to God, God is telling me that you're going to suffer alone if you do not give the Lord your life. You've got to hand over your life. Yeah, God says, give your worries and cares and problems to me. Let me see what I can do with it. You're not as strong as you think you are, Sagittarius. Okay? So a lot of you are crying and releasing, past hurts. Okay? Yes, you guys are releasing past hurts. Okay? Yes. And the infidelity that was acted out in this relationship. Okay? Wanting to forgive what was said, what was done. Okay? Everything that was said and done to you. Sagittariuses are going to be going through a spiritual cleanse at this time. Okay? Releasing the things that made them a fool. Releasing the things that made their partner a fool. Okay? Because you both know that God created you to be better than that. Okay? And what is in the dark will be coming to the light. So Sagittarius, a lot of y'all are going to be, excuse me, I'm losing my cards. This wanted to come out. Okay, so it says pay attention to a Scorpio. Okay, pay attention to the wise advice somebody could be giving you at this time, Sagittarius. They're going to be directing you in the right path, okay? So, these two, okay, I thought it was just one, but it's two, okay? So, this means that God wants me to go ahead. He says, go ahead, Cassie. Go ahead, Lord Scorpio, and shine the light on Sagittarius's spiritual and physical gifts. So, you've got some capabilities, Sagittarius, that God says you need to pay attention to. Okay, so if you've got these talents and capabilities that you're not using, God is upset with you. Okay, because he's saying if you're going to waste these talents and gifts I gave you, then you need to give it back. Okay, you need to start redirecting that energy that God gave you. Okay, everybody is born with a certain gift. Some people have more than others. Okay, but God is telling you, I need you to remind yourself of your gifts in case you thought you no longer have that power, that gift, that possession. Okay? So, I'm suggesting you, Sagittarius, to get it together. Okay? Are you giving your power away to these fools? Casting your pearls and diamonds upon, the unworthy. What are you doing? Okay? What are you doing at this time? Are you still playing with God? Are you still trying to be unaware of what is expected of you? Let's be real. Let's be real, Sagittarius. It's time to shine a light on your life right now, okay? This is a wake-up call, okay? This is a wake-up call. Absolutely. And it's time to get back to your faith, what you believe. If that's in question right now and you guys are doing some soul searching, continue, okay? Don't limit yourself, okay? Matter of fact, research all areas of religion so you can sum it all up and what it all really means, okay? Because there's only one creator, but there's many religions, okay? No disrespect to the multitude of religions out there, okay? I don't have the final say-so, okay? But I believe it is a great thing to search for God, okay, and his almighty power. And this wanted to come out while I'm talking, so the judgment came out. So many of you will be spiritually judged for the way you are living your life. And this is the justice, okay? So, you know, when you look for God, you've got to look for him with a pure, clean heart. You can't be looking for him to bail you out every time you're in trouble, okay? But if you looking for him to bail you out every time you're in trouble, but you're not looking for him when there is nothing wrong, that's a problem. There's some imbalance, okay? So God says, come back to the light, okay? You've been gone away from me too long. That's why he says forgiving and learning. You cannot live your life without God. Oh, I'm getting chills right now. You cannot live your life without God. I'm going to say that again. You cannot live your life without God. If you think you are in control, like that song says, you must be crazy. Okay? Because you are not in control. Even when you think you're in control, there's always a surprise. Okay? Anything can happen. So while you are on top, be grateful that you're able to manifest those things, okay, that your heart desires. Because just as high up you can go, that's a longer fall, okay? So be grateful for the blessings, okay, and every day that you have to wake up and get it right, okay? So this wanted to come out. So God might be saying you holding on to something and some things that you may not even need to be holding on to. What is Sagittarius holding on to? Okay, wow. So the Ace of Wands came up, okay? And the Ace of Swords. So God is saying, hold on. You think you that bad to where you trying to hold my power? My glory? You've got to be kidding me, okay? So God's saying if you think you that big, you that bad to say you don't need him and you gonna do what you want to do, he said don't call me when you fall, don't call me when you need me, because you said you got it, okay? You said you got it. Don't cry. Be a big boy, be a big girl, since you think you got it and you don't need God's wisdom and guidance, okay? So he's saying, you need to start relaying on me. Commit yourself to me, okay? Commit yourself to me. Come to me, okay? Because God is saying, it's the perfect time. When you lose everything and you down on your luck, God says, you need to be looking to me. You need to be seeking me, okay? Seek my blessings. Seek my spiritual agents. Seek my ultimate guidance. God is telling you he's going to be in your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Only if you listen. Only if you'll listen, Sagittarius. Only if you listen. Okay? And he's saying all this creative stuff that you creating, if it ain't got my name on it, okay? If I didn't sign and seal it, it ain't going to be right. He says everything you do is going to fall if you do not include me in your plans. Okay, Sagittarius? So that's the message God wants to give you. And I'm glad I can be able to deliver that. Okay? So let's get on with this flirting. Okay, I want to know who you need to be flirting with. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I wanted to pull one, but these two want to come out, okay? So, okay. Flirting with what? Or shall I say who? Okay. So, I believe you guys want to start flirting with someone that you left, someone you walked away from, someone you separated from. Okay, and this wanted to come up. He wanted to come up. Okay, he came. Matter of fact, he made some noise when he came out. Okay, so y'all want to probably rekindle a relationship with someone, a male figure that either left you or you left him. Okay. And I believe that this is a some type of ex, or I believe this is a someone that you got a divorce with, or someone with some type of commitment, some type of long history. Okay, this ain't no fly by night person. This is someone that you had a long time commitment with. Okay. I feel that you want to be with this person still. You still love them, Sagittarius, okay? You love them, honey. You cannot deny that, okay? But it shows that somebody left, okay? So, you know, I feel that you guys, they went that way, you went that way, you know, y'all just, y'all gone. So I think you guys are, your mind right now is very scattered. Everybody's mind is scattered. Okay? I don't know why, but it is. Is there any hope for this relationship to, for these two to get back together again? So they spying on you or you spying on them? Is that Sagittarius spying? Or is that their lover? That's you, Sagittarius. You want to go back, honey, okay? Because your lovers, they still decide. They don't know. Will the lover ultimately decide to go back? Yes, your lover eventually is going to take a chance at coming back. But they don't want to feel that they made a bad decision coming back to you because you're not thinking with an even head. So you've got to think good and positive. Don't make them feel like they're entrapped. Like, aha, I got you now. Now I'm about to really break you down. No. It don't work like that. Okay? You got to open up your heart and love, you know, willingly and totality with all you got. Okay, especially this second go around. This is, y'all done been through some stuff. Okay, so your lover will be coming back. Will they be coming back to stay? They could be coming back to have sex. One, to have sex and to make an offer. Is it only sex? Or is it a long-term relationship? It's only sex, Sagittarius. So they miss having sex with you, okay? And it looks like, you know, they just, you know, they don't know if they want to stay because, you know, are you guys going to start arguing and fighting again and putting each other down and making this person want to leave? You know, do you force your lover to leave? You know, do you help them to leave or do they leave on their own? That's the bigger question, Sagittarius, okay? So if you really want this lover back, you know, you got to analyze their spirit. Let's go back to the principles, okay? Reflect on the one that you missed and the one you love. If this person is not spiritually yoked, all they can give you is sex. They don't have anything for you. Because they do not feel like it's a match. Because you guys are unspiritually yoked. You're not an equal. Okay? So if you guys are an equal, okay? If this is for the soulmates and a great partnership and all that, hey, you know, somebody got to keep it real about what's going on. And when this person come back, be careful. Somebody could be getting pregnant again. Okay? If they're not here to stay, be careful. There could be a pregnancy. Okay, absolutely. Or maybe some Sagittariuses want to get pregnant again. They love having a family, a relationship with this person. Okay, yeah, they love having a relationship with this person. So, God wants you to pay attention to what's going on right now when this person returns. If you have family with this, guys, you know, I have a feeling the Sagittarius is going to be aggressive. Okay. Aggressive about what? Okay. The Sagittarius need to be aggressive with this lover. Yeah, they're saying put your foot down. Okay, if you're going to say something, make it count. Don't cuss the person out and don't have anything to offer this conversation. Okay? Let them know this is what you're going for and this is what you're not going for. Are you here to stay? You need to ask some heart-to-heart questions. Not know, okay, you can come back, and it's just, y'all need to really talk it out, okay? So you can get somewhere in this relationship, or it's just going to be the same thing, okay? What is this spirit? Did this person grow since you guys were apart? What is their spiritual essence about, okay? And some of you are going to be afraid to feel like the fool. If I get back with this person, are they going to make me out to be the fool? And God is shining a light on that right now. He like, hold on. Don't let this person in so quickly. They got to have some ultimatums. Okay, hold on. Let me find out what's really going on. Because this the Scorpio right here shining a light on this fool. Okay, maybe they feel like they were the fool for leaving you, treating you like that. Hopefully they're apologetic, okay? Hopefully. Uh-oh, I put the wrong one back. Oh, well, that's okay. Matter of fact, we don't even need that because we're gonna do one more in look on that to find out why is the Hermit shining the light on the fool. Maybe somebody's seen the light, okay? Maybe somebody learned some things, okay? And they like, I can't keep living like this. I done ruined my life. I done ruined somebody else's life. I got to get it together. Will this person be turning away from their miserable, evil, confused ways? Is this person going to give Sagittarius what they ultimately are looking for? Okay? So, it shows that somebody is coming back to make an offer for the Queen, Sagittarius, okay? They know you want some balance, honey, okay? And they know you're not going to be happy until you get it. Because you putting your foot down this time. You like, I'm not going to be nice and all that caring, loving, and understanding. That shit is out the door, okay? So, yeah, it's going to be coming quick, fast, in a hurry. So, somebody's definitely coming back very soon, okay? Very, 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 very soon. So, you'll be able to come out of this, I'm not talking to you. When this person come back, be prepared to talk. It's okay. That'll help you get over and release what's going on, okay? You got to know when to come out of your hiding places, Sagittarius. So when this person come back, be open to talk. You don't have to say, I ain't talking, you ain't talking. Y'all got to make some progress with communication. You need, you either gonna shut it down or you gonna, you got to learn, you got to know how to put some closure to this, okay? Because both of y'all need it. So, you got to come out of this, I'm not talking, or F you and all that, okay? And be prepared to have a conversation with him. Put your foot down, have a heart-to-heart conversation, say this is what it is, or this is what I've done, I apologize, and this is what I'm trying to do. If the person ain't trying to hear that, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about, okay? Yeah, because if all they trying to come back and give you is burdens, then you need to hang up the goddamn phone, okay? Because that's not what this is about. If they can't help you grow and move on and all that, or come back and make this shit right, y'all ain't got nothing. So a lot of y'all going to undergo a new phase. So it's Sagittarius moving on. Yeah, y'all want to move on. Y'all going to look. Y'all going to look at it. Y'all going to look at it long. Because y'all going to make sure before you move on and close the door, you doing it on, you're doing it for the right reasons. So y'all going to go down a list of things, list of problems before you make your decision, and then you guys are going to be happy. Okay, so you guys are going to come to a mutual agreement, okay, about the children. And it's saying y'all gonna have to take a chance at believing in one another on this agreement, this partnership, okay? Yeah, because there's a lot of great possibilities, okay? So don't doubt yourself, don't doubt your man, don't doubt the father, okay? Because he realized that he needs you right now. He can't raise all the kids by himself, okay? So you know. Matter of fact, he hurt, you hurt, everybody hurt. So they good. Y'all good right now. Y'all hurt each other. Y'all even, okay? Nobody's winning. Nobody's winning. Nobody's winning. You know, people don't like to lose. So if they lost trying to hurt you, everybody hurt, okay? So that's it on the love department. Y'all got some compromising to do, Sagittarius. You know, unfinished business. Don't be afraid to talk. But if somebody arguing and screaming on the phone, hang that motherfucker up. You don't have time for that, okay? It's all about progress right now. They don't want to make progress. They're not trying to go to the next level. And you already know what that is. But I believe a lot of the female Sagittarius have the upper hand and what's going on in their life right now. And yeah, so the men's, they gonna have to submit, okay? Let me do a quick reading to see what's going on with the men since I spoke about the women. Oh, y'all got the judgment, the men, Sagittarius. So, the men, y'all still trying to decide who y'all want to be with. You know, you gonna stay with the one you with, or you gonna, you know, transition to be with somebody else. And it says judgment. So if you're in a relationship right now you don't want to be in, God's saying you better make a decision. And a lot of y'all don't want to be a home wrecker. Y'all don't want to wreck a happy home. So y'all gonna decide to stay there with your kids, okay? Yeah. And it says a cycle. What's this new cycle about? Okay, so about making an offer. So you probably are going to decide not to go through with an offer, offering a new person your love. So you're not going to follow through with that. You're going to stay at home with your family because that's where you feel safe right now. You feel for your babies. You don't want your babies to live without a father in a home. So the Sagittarius men, yeah, they're going to stay with their family. Be supportive. That's what they want to be, supportive, okay? They don't want to hurt nobody. They just only want to love. They just want to love their family right now. They probably want a relationship, but now is not the time. It's gonna be a fight, okay? So y'all better stay close to home right now, yeah. Or your ass gonna get put out. Somebody gonna find out something. So you got to probably put this new lover in the you know, you got to put them on the back burner right now, baby. Now is not the time, okay? So yeah. And they probably gonna be mad when they find out, hey baby, listen, I gotta take a vacation, I got to get away. You know, not right now. They like, what? Oh, you don't want to be with me now? You use me? No, I came to my motherfucking senses, okay? That's what you got to tell them. I didn't use you. I came to my senses, okay, Sagittarius? You know, when you're messing with people, they want to find out why you stop messing with them. Oh, yeah, let's do career. And then, you know, when you tell them the real, sometimes they don't want to accept that, okay? Wow, we done did 33 minutes on Sagittarius. I guess it was something I really wanted to talk to y'all about. I had to break it down, okay? Because it's when it was regarding the families. You know, I really feel for families. I love families, family unities. And I have to get some clarity. So this wanted to come up, okay? So Sagittarius, in your careers. Okay, these two wanted to come up. So Sagittarius. What's going on in your career? Wow. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. So a lot of you all are either, you guys are trying to avoid some probably financial hardship, but it's hard right now, and you probably are, you know, it's gonna be hard to shake it, okay? Or maybe some of you are leaving a current job behind and transforming, you know, from one job transferring from one job to the next. So you're going to be leaving the past behind. You're going to be like, oh, this is a quick getaway. I found something good. So you're going to be gone. Some of you going to be saying goodbyes to, those fucked up bosses, low wages, not enough benefits. So a lot of you will be making a clean getaway, okay? Because someone is going to notice your talents and your gifts, okay? And they're probably, most likely, they're going to hire you for that, okay? So yeah, a lot of you are stepping out of a cycle. This is a death card, so something is definitely, you guys got, let me break it down to you. You got 2 deaths, okay? Here's a man right here, he dead, he down. Then you got another one, okay? So some of you are not working hard enough to get out of this vicious cycle that you're putting yourself in. You're running, but you're not making enough progress. So you could be running in the wrong direction, okay? So, and it shows that, you guys are watching. Okay, you watched yourself go through this, okay? But you didn't do anything about it. But then it shows somebody fighting. So, maybe this is at home. Your family, people, roommates, people fighting about money and stuff at home. Because, fighting over resources. And this is, you know what you got to do, but you still, undecided, haven't made a full decision. So you're going to put yourself in a world of problems. Something is going on over here. There's a world of problems shaking things up. So if you guys are in court matters, there's a lot of fighting at court, okay? And there could be some manipulated energies, but I believe Sagittarius is trying their best to hold it together and do the right thing. You guys want to do the right thing. So I see that you guys will be making an offer, or someone will be making an offer to you, Sagittarius. And ultimately, it's still not going to be enough for you. You're still going to be dissatisfied. Let me find out what's going to be offered to Sagittarius. What's going to be offered to... Okay, so... there's some type of custody battle, and it looks like there's some type of custody battle, and what you've done, the decision you made with your children, it's coming back to haunt you. Some of you will have to start paying some type of what's the word? Child support. Okay? If some of you are married, you might have to start paying alimony. Okay? Yeah, and it's going to make you feel very emotional right now. Like, I can't believe I put myself in that situation. Okay? So you're going to have to be the bigger person right now, okay? You're going to have to be responsible for finances right now, okay? Finances, okay? Yeah. It's going to feel like a wasted battle. Like, it's kind of like almost putting your foot in your mouth, fighting a battle that, you really didn't even need to be in. Yeah, and here comes the devil. So you've given the devil some power and authority in your life, and he came in and ravished it, and you probably said, no, okay, stop, enough. But he kept going. He wanted to talk right now, baby. He wanted to talk. And yes. He says, well, you gave your authority to me. Isn't this what you were looking for? So, he said, I thought you would be happy. So, again, your spiritual faith is being tested, okay? So, if you give your power up and the devil take a hold of it, you got to be careful with, these energies. Who you giving your energy to? Because when they come in, baby, they'll ravish it. You won't even be able to recognize what didn't happen to you, okay? So, you got to be careful. And it says you participated with the devil. You had some type of contract with the devil, whether you believe it or not. And God's saying you got to be happy. My cards just flew. Okay? Yeah, you got to be happy with the devil. You got to pay up, baby. Okay? You got to pay up. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry. Let me get my cards together. Okay? Give me a moment. Give me one moment, because I lost my card. As soon as the devil come up, it's like I always lose control. I always do. Okay? So, Whew, Sagittarius. Mm. Okay. Man Sagittarius, what's really going on in you all's lives? Whoa. Okay. So you guys are offering relationships, commitments, and love right now. So maybe you guys are in love with your career, and you guys are doing well. You know, justice served. You guys maintain some balance. You're loving it. Okay. So everything is good in men Sagittarius lives. Okay. Yeah, you like, I left all them goddamn problems behind, and I ain't looking back. So the men are very serious right now. Good job, men. You guys are on a roll. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, you guys be careful with your business dealings right now and your finances. Try not to give up your power. Try to remain calm, optimistic. Some of you try not to react before you fully think about consequences. Okay. Honestly, think about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. Okay, so let's see what the angels are want to convey to Sagittarius. Uh-oh, this one jumped out. Okay, so all Sagittariuses, what can you possibly benefit from right now in your life from the angels' advice? Okay, so this wanted to come up. Okay. Okay, this wanted to come out. Okay, so it says child. Okay, again, be careful of these unexpected pregnancies. Pay attention to your children that are already pre-existing. And assertiveness. Okay, and it says play. Okay, child, you are deeply about children. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear, open your heart and schedules. Okay, we can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. So a lot of you need to take the time to spend time with the children. Your children need you. They love you. They miss you. They want to see their parents. Okay? So it says, give your babies the necessary love that they ultimately require and need. Okay? This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Okay? So assertiveness, you guys need to be real with yourself, real with your partners, straightforward. No, it's not a game. Okay? In case you guys are laughing and playing, this is not a game. This is people's lives that you're dealing with. Okay? And there's nothing funny about it. Okay? So it's time to get real. Okay? And, and some healing. If you guys need to heal, stop all this playing and jabbing one another. Words do hurt. Words do stick with you. So if you're going to speak, try to speak the truth, okay? And it says play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Okay, so some of you, play with your children, play with your babies. They need it. Okay, they need it. God is saying your children, that's what's going to cause you to heal. Okay, that's what's going to add some light to your life, and make your heart lighthearted. Okay, so live a little bit, play a little bit. Okay, if you have a lot of worries and problems, put your burdens down and love your children so that they can put some of that good energy in your heart. Okay, so Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I've delivered the message that you were ultimately wanting to hear, and confirm your energies and your pressing problems. you know I hope that I can add some guidance to your universe. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Love and peace, Sagittarius.